Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Gyan Ka Safar 0.7. How are you doing all my dear friends? I hope that you all will be doing great and you all will be fit and fine. So in today's video I'm going to talk about an interesting topic. It's very important for all the beginners, for all the learners. They want to learn English if they want to speak fluent English, because in this video I'll tell you my dear friends how to train your mind to think in English, because thinking in English it is very important. If you want to speak in English, for that first of all you have to think in English. If you are able to think in English, you will be able to speak in English. So my dear friends, in this video we will talk about this topic and we will know the tips that how we can think in English and how we can talk with anyone confidently and fluently. Do you know, actually I have seen some of the learners, some of the students, they have well knowledge about grammar, about all the things. They have well knowledge about tenses, preposition, conjunction, adjective, adverb, models. They know all the thing about rule. They have a lot of knowledge, but when it comes to talk, at that time they are not able to speak. They are not able to express their point of views, their thoughts, their opinion in front of someone. Do you know what is the reason? What is the problem behind it? The reason is only that actually they are not able to think in English. Their mind is not working to think in English. That's why they are not able to speak in English. Yes, my dear friends, because if we are not able to think in English, we will not be able to speak in English. So first of all we have to train our mind. We have to train our mind to think in English directly. We have knowledge and we know how to translate any Hindi sentences into English, but while speaking, while having conversation with anyone, you will translate, then it will take long time to translate and to speak about that thing, about that matter. So it will be not a good conversation with them, with whom you will talk. Okay, so please remove this problem, remove this gap from in your mind, that to first of all think in Hindi, after that you will translate them into English. Just remove this problem from your mind. So how will you do that? Don't worry, I'm here. I'll tell you my dear friends that how you can do that, because I'm also a beginner in this day. I'm also learning English and I'm working on it, and I also want to speak better and fluent English. So I'm just sharing my own opinion, that how right now I'm able to speak little bit English and how I'm able to express my point of views in front of you. Okay, so for that, if you want to train your mind to think in English directly, for that you have to follow a few tips. If you will follow and if you will implement it in your life, of course I'm pretty sure that you will get to see a lot of changes, lot of improvements in yourself, that your mind will start thinking in English. Okay, and when your mind will be expert while thinking in English, at that time there will be no any gap, there will be no any hesitation, no fear. While talking with anyone, you can talk with anyone confidently and fluently. So how will you train your mind to think in English directly? So now let's talk about the tips. I have few tips, so I'm going to give in this video. I'm going to talk about the tips. If you will follow, I'm sure that it will work. It's gonna work if you will follow in your daily basis. So now let's talk about the tips. So the tips number 1 is start watching some English contents. Start watching English conversation, start watching cartoons, start watching TV series, start watching news, etc. There are a lot of materials are available on YouTube related English language. If you want to learn, it's very easy in this day. For learning any kind of language, it's very easy. YouTube has made it very easy. So just take a help of YouTube and try to improve your communication of this English language. Of course, my dear friends, you will be able to do that. There is no need of any friend. You can do it alone with yourself. Of course, it's very easy. In this day, I'm also, learning alone at my home. I have no any friend, no environment, no atmosphere to talk with anyone. But still, right now you can see I'm able to speak little bit. I'm not very good. I'm not very fluent, but still I'm, trying. I'm trying to speak better and fluent English. And I'm sure that if I will do practice of speaking regularly in daily basis, sure one day I'll be able to speak fluent English. So now let's talk about the point number 1. Okay, so I have told you that start watching some videos in English, whatever you like. Okay, just make a habit that today I will watch some videos for 30 minutes. Okay, for 30, or if you have time then you can watch more, but at least you must watch 30 minutes regularly per day. It's really gonna help you a lot. Do you know what is the source of learning this language? First of all, we have to listen. First of all, we have to listen more and more things. Yes, because when we listen something, we get idea that how to talk about that thing. We get knowledge, information that how I will be able to express about that thing. So first of all, make a habit of listening every day, not for few days. Every day, just make a habit that every day I'm going to watch some English contents, I'm going to listen podcast, whatever you prefer. It depends up to you. Whatever you prefer, just try to watch it in daily basis. It's really gonna help you a lot, and you will get to see a lot of changes in yourself day by day. So please, my dear friends, work on it. I'm pretty sure it will help you a lot, to learn this language as soon as possible, very soon. Now let's talk about the point number 2. So the point number 2 is observation. Yes, my dear friends, try to observe the thing, whatever the thing which is situated around you. Are you in a village? Do you belong to a village? Do you belong to a city? Anywhere you belong, from anywhere you belong to anywhere, just whenever you have time and when you are anywhere at that time, just try to observe something which is going around you. Suppose you are in the market, okay, and you have sitting under the tree, and you are observing, you are seeing that there is a bus and there are many passengers on that bus, and I can see there are 2 kids, they are playing football, and I can see there are some workers, they are working, and I can see a garden which is very pretty. Like whatever you are able to see, try to think all the thing in English. You are not speaking, don't worry, just only think in English. Try to think in English. Are you able to think in English? Whatever you are seeing, whatever you are able to observe, try to just think in English. Whatever the thing which is going around you, whatever the thing which is happening, in front of you, try to observe and try to think in English. Okay, it's really gonna help you a lot, my dear friends. Your mind will start thinking in English. And what is the interesting thing of observing anything and talking about anything? Because when we observe any picture, we see any situation, and we think about that picture, our mind remember it for a long time, and we never forget. We are able to remember for a long time. So whenever this kind of situation will come in our mind, we will be able to speak all of a sudden. Yes, so this is the benefit of observing and learning by something which is going around us. So it's very helpful, my dear friends. Try to observe whatever the thing which is happening in front of you, behind you, anywhere. Just observe and think in English. it's really help you a lot, and one day your mind will start directly thinking in English. Automatically you will get words, sentences while having conversation with anyone. There will be no fear, no fumble, no hesitation. You will be able to speak perfectly, very smoothly. Now let's talk about another point, another tips, that think your daily routine in English. Whatever you do since morning till night, whatever the work you do, try to just think in English. Don't speak, only work, just work to think in English. Okay, when you will be able to think in English, automatically you will be able to speak in English. This is the funda, this is the mantra of speaking this language. First of all, you train your mind to think in English, whatever you are doing. Okay, suppose you are getting up at 4 o'clock, then just try to think in English, and after that you are going to take breakfast, and you are going to take bath, and you are going to meet with your friend. Whatever the thing that you do, try to think in English, try to think in English. It's really help you a lot, and sure, if you will follow this thing for few days, you will only try to think in English the thing which is happening around you, and so really I'm sure that you will be able to speak in English. So first of all, train your mind. Okay, just work on it, that how to think in English, and do whatever I have explained in this video. I'm sure if you will follow, sure your mind will start thinking in English, and sure one day you will be able to speak better and fluent English. So that's all, my dear friends, I wanted to tell in this video. If you got interesting, then please you can support me, you can like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, have a good day, take care of yourself, take care of your family. Bye bye, dear friends.